Hey everyone, it's Dr. Sarah from Core Health Chiropractic. I wanted to follow up on the last video that I had sent out about our newest toy and our really amazing technology that we've added to the practice, our SoftWave therapy, tissue regeneration therapy. So I wanted to follow up because we've gotten so many really great reviews. We've started a lot of patients on it, which has been amazing. We have seen just really outstanding results already. And I wanted to answer some frequently asked questions so that you can get more information before you even step foot in our office for your mapping session. So one of the main things that we have talked about with this tissue regeneration therapy is some of the questions are, how long does it last? What is it going to be like? What is it going to feel like? What is it actually doing? And all those good questions like that. There's a ton more, but that's what I'm going to start off with. But before I did that, I wanted to start off with why we actually decided to move ahead, move forward, and bring in this technology that we've never had before. We've never invested so much in something like this before in our practice. And I thought that would be a really good reason so you understand why we decided to move forward. So the big reason is we had been hearing about SoftWave therapy for a while, and it was on my radar, it was on our radar, and we were just doing what we were doing and considering, but we weren't ready to move forward with it until last year. You may have seen Dr. Jason walking around with a boot. You may have heard a story, but last year in June, so about almost a year and a half ago now, which is wild, the time just flies, Jason was starting to have some very significant plantar fasciitis. And if you spent any time in our office, you know that guy is running around like crazy. So he probably does. We've never tracked it, but I'm just assuming by hearing him, he's probably doing about 20,000 steps a day just in our practice. And I'm sure a lot of you also know that we have 3 small children and a dog. And at the time also, fast forward later, when we were not in our home because of our fire in a rental, there were some other things that were going on at the time too, and that's going to play in later. So Jason was starting to have some significant plantar fasciitis starting in June, and it was to the point where he really loves to run. Running is a really good outlet for him. He loves running in anywhere in Reading, but specifically in Burnville. So he was trying to go for some runs to keep himself active, keep himself healthy, and get some stress relief, and he absolutely could not run. So as you know, if this has ever happened to you, something that you really love to do, you just can't do it anymore. It's really, really debilitating. So he couldn't run. First, he was having some pain with walking. So then he went to a really phenomenal podiatrist whom we love and started under podiatry care. So he had done also massage, acupuncture, PT, and everything was helping a little, but he was still having a lot of pain because he's not a really great patient because he's walking like crazy. He could never really rest his feet. And also when we were in our rental, we had to walk our dog. We have very luckily have a fenced in backyard, but we also have to walk our greyhound. It's like this 80-pound dog you have to walk, and then have 3 kids. So it kept getting increasingly worse, where at the end of the night, he was unable to, it was hard for him to get off the couch to grab water, a snack for the kiddo or walk the dog. And it was just really, really awful. And he had tried a lot. And some things that, like I said, had worked a little bit. He had been booted. Like I said, he did PT, acupuncture, massage, boot, injections, medications. He really was trying everything because he was so debilitated. And we were working a lot. And then also our lifestyle had changed quite a bit too. So we were having a lot of like, what do we do now? Is there a surgery that we need to do? We were not knowing which step was next. A colleague of ours in Philadelphia had the SoftWave machine, and we decided to make the trek. So Jason would go to Philadelphia after a shift of work to Philadelphia for SoftWave and then come back home. And if you've done SoftWave so far, you know it's very short. So he would drive about an hour and a half for a 10-minute session and drive home. And over time, he started to see some relief. Now, like I said, Jason's not a good patient. So it was slow and steady, but eventually he started being able to run again, walk again, but more significantly, help take care of our family the way that we all needed him to and the way that he wanted to. And that is really like the most significant thing, is not only taking care of yourself, but your family. So yes, he did get a little bit of relief. He got relief from having the SoftWave treatment. And then as we tell our patients, it does come back. It is not a one and done situation. So he had relief, it came back. But the most magical thing, the most significant thing about the machine is the results continue to build on themselves over time. And it's very hard to be patient. We were very impatient about it because it was so significantly affecting our lives together. So after about 6 months, we really started to notice a huge and massive change. Now Jason can run as much as he wants. He is able to walk a lot. He doesn't have that significant pain when you wake up and put your feet down immediately, in excruciating pain. So I just want you to know, if you're going through SoftWave, yes, we are expecting those results immediately, but also the healing continues to build on itself and take over and take time in the weeks and months following, which is really, really amazing. So that's our story. So then we decided, hey, I really think a lot of our patients could benefit from this technology and this machine if we had it in our office. And also, selfishly, Jason didn't have to drive to Philadelphia anymore. So now he's on a maintenance plan, so he's not getting it as much as he used to. He's maintaining what he worked on because he's still very active. And we continue to see the results, and he now has his life back in the ways that he wants to. So that is the why behind why we have this and why we started this and why we are so passionate about this technology and why it's so cool that we are the first people in Berks County to have it. So that is that story. And I didn't even get to my frequently asked questions, so I'll do another video on that. Bye.